everybody, thank you for tuning in. Behind me is a 1969 Dart GTS. This was Dodge's answer to the compact muscle car of the era. I'm gonna show you around this car, get you familiar with its mechanical makeup, its cosmetic makeup, a bit of its history, and we're gonna spin it down the road, go for a drive. This has the original numbers matching 340 in it, 4-barrel on top. We're gonna see how that gets things done. Come on with us. We're gonna kick things off up front. This is a small car, but boy, does it look tough. Like the black accents in the grille and a nice chrome finish on this bumper, GTS badging looking a square. And you see up on the hood, we got these nice bumps with the 340 4-barrel badging as well. There's a lot of original parts still on this car. However, it's benefited from a full restoration with a theme of keeping as much original components as possible. I'll lift this joker off. Woo-hoo-hoo. Man, that's clean. This is the original 340 4-barrel with the pie tray and everything. Now, this was Dodge's answer to the J-code 302 Mustang GTs and the 350 Camaro SSs. This is a high winding small block. It sounds great. Has the original HP manifolds, and this car boasts a lot of correct parts, like the radiator, the Carter carb, even has the original starter. You see we got a dual master on the firewall. We also have power steering as factory equipment. I got a nice new Optima red top battery, sure to get things done. The body markings are still present around this car, letting us know there's never been in any major accidents, probably none at all from what we can tell. We have the original Fender tag still present as well. And you see this GTS is loaded up with a lot of good options, and it is born in F8 green the way we see it today. It's a gorgeous color, nice and dark, almost looks black at night. Good old Mopar. We got the poverty caps and body color with the nice red line tires on there looking sharp. It's a 14-inch wheel, really handsome. We got the wheel arch molding, nice crisp gaps, window molding, all looks very nice. From what we could tell, the glass is original to the car. The vinyl top has most certainly been redone along with this paint job. Matching wheel and tire out back. Body color gas cap, another nice option on here, as is the bumblebee stripe in black. Super tough looking, and little touches the GTS got. That nice red accented badge, the chrome polished tips. And while we're back here, let me show you what we have in the trunk. Good smooth action on the trunk latch, and it's pretty factory fresh back here. See, original jack instruction sticker. None of the wheel tubs or floor pans have been messed with. So we got a matching spare, just what we like to see. This car's been done very well. I'll show you how this closes up now. Seals up good. Gaps are just what you want them to be. On our rear filler panel, there's no cracking or anything. The rear glass looks to be in great shape, as does all the window molding. Going down the side of this car, it's nice and straight. The gaps are consistent front to back. They fit rather nice. Pen star down here, and let's take a look in the interior. All right, I don't think the doors could open any smoother. I dig that. The door edges are nice and clean. Ivory green interior, very nice. You see we got the GT Sport trim inside of here. There's all sorts of wood grain. You obviously have a full console. These bucket seats are in great shape. These have likely been recovered. The carpet kit looks to be new. Date correct belts. I like that. As we stare at these instruments, pretty basic back in '69 on the Dart. We've got a gauge for our coolant temp, our fuel level, amp meter, we have an oil pressure warning light, and we also have a speedometer run up to 120 miles per hour. Also, note on this car, it has a lovely faux wood wheel that is free of any cracks. We have the thumb dial radio, super cool. Our horn is working. We got our heater controls above that, and a glove box door. Let me hop in and check out what we got there. Clean, simple, really nice liner in there. Looks to have been recently replaced. Dash pad free of any cracks. These visors are looking good. Our rear view mirror looks nice. It's not delaminating. Headliner looking sharp. Let's check out the back. We got floor mats for everybody. Rear cards look great. Ashtrays for both our rear passengers. Headliner again looks nice. Moldings around the windows are good and tight. You see a scuff here. This one when they were putting that seat in, but not torn, just slightly discolored. Package tray in great shape. The bench seat itself looking good. All the belts are here and present. Again, they're all original date coded parts. And you see the keeps for our belts are not cracked off, which I often see on these. Very cool. All right, we're just rolling out of the shop. This little 340 is humming. Speedo's working in front of me. See the amp meter's charging, coolant temp is warming up, and I put a couple of gallons in it. What do you know? The fuel gauge is working. Steering inputs, actually pretty tight for what it is, even on these bias ply tires. Brakes doing their thing as they should. Good rumble out of this thing. Just shifted second nice and smooth. Inside of here, I know we've got our heater controls. I don't know if you can hear that, but the blower motor is in fact working. The thumb dial radio, it's original, but unfortunately that is currently inoperable. Out back we got an 8 3/4 rear end. It's factory equipment, and it has a 355 posi track gear in it. That is the sweet spot gear ratio, in my opinion, for good get up and go and also drivability at higher speeds. We're doing 50 right now. This 340 is hardly humming, and this motor likes to rev. Coming into turn 1, still showing 50 on the clock. Some might call us brave, but we know this little GTS can do it. All right, still humming down the road. We've shifted into third now. Just a light bit of wind noise. This car is quite smooth. And as we let off the gas and slow it down a bit, that transmission's finding itself some more. Downshifting as she should. And for those of you who want to see it, we'll stomp on it a bit. Oh yeah. Kickdown cable's doing what she should, and that has no trouble getting you up to the speed limit in a hurry. This is a fun little package here. If you want to know anything more about it, you can call us anytime. I'm also going to leave some more information down below. But firstly, that number is 248-714-2110. Dial it in your phone, you won't regret it. That's our email. It's inquiry@LaFontaineClassicCars.com. We'd be happy to assist with any questions on the car, how we can get it to you. We do a lot of shipping. Financing is always an option too. Now back to this car. Quick highlights. Factory trim tag, factory body numbers. It's in the original color, F8 green, and it is beautiful. We have the numbers matching drive chin in the car. It's got posi rear end, bunch of nice options, and of course the GTS trim is kicked butt. While we were looking through this car when we first got her in, we found a partial build sheet, which doesn't hurt to have. And if you want to see close-ups of any of those things I listed, like some stampings, the picture of this car listed in the GTS registry, check out the link down below. That'll take you to the full listing on our website, where you'll find 100+ pictures, high and low and all the way around this pretty car, even underneath it. Thank you guys once more for watching. Feel free to give us a like if you liked it. If you want to be in tune with our latest arrivals, I've got a fleet of Mopars coming in. If you like these cars, get them before someone else does. Hit that red subscribe button. It's free to do, and we'll put our videos and our new arrivals in front of you without having to go look for them. Thank you guys. We'll see you next time. My name is Mackenzie. Ciao for now.